And I'll say I'll call a fight if we go like another hour and we don't beat him. Because last time we made good headway within 2.5 hours, minus the time it took us to get the bee nades, of course. We made good headway in that time, but after a certain point, we just weren't getting any more headway. So I think there's a good chance that'll happen again. So if we really get stuck after another hour, and we're not really getting closer to beating him, I'll go ahead and call the fight there, and then we'll just work on some housing for the rest of the stream. And again, hopefully maybe we can get some NPC that sells an accessory that we can use or something like that, or material. Not too many NPCs do that, and we haven't really, I don't think we've really noticed any recipes that require NPC materials, you know? I think I would have said that if I would have noticed that. I don't think I've noticed that though. I might be wrong. I might be misremembering. I really just don't like how much RNG is involved in this boss. There's just no absolute... There's absolutely no way for me to predict how this guy's gonna attack. And it's different every time. So, you know, a good attempt doesn't really mean anything if we don't actually beat him. Because the next attempt might be completely different. Okay, let me try something. Let me try only switching gravity when those scythes come out, because otherwise I think they kind of put us in a bind in terms of movement. If we stay still, they hit us, and if we move too much, then the lasers and the fireballs hit us. So let me try switching gravity when those things come out, and that's it. Okay, it kind of worked there. We still got hit by one of them, but... Okay. Worked there a little bit. Still got hit by a fireball there, but worked a little bit. Gonna have to react pretty quickly there. Yeah, there we go. Okay. That's a bit more reasonable, I think. Oh! Oh my god, it's like no downtime in the fight. It's crazy. I just want to give myself like 2 seconds to recoup my thoughts and like think about my next moves, but he doesn't let me. That was good though. I think we can work with that. We can switch gravity during the demon scythe attacks. And hopefully have a little bit of health saved up so we can survive longer. We're gonna have to get some more voodoo dolls, though, after this attempt. What else? What else have I done? What else have I done this week? I'm trying to remember. The video essay stuff definitely took out the bulk of my time. Today I just helped out my uncle with something. He came by and he wanted to give us some food, I guess. And I guess he wanted to leave his truck here for some reason. So we have his truck here now. And I took him back to his house. So I helped him with that. I don't really know why he wants to leave his truck here, but we've got his truck now. Maybe he needed the garage space or something. I don't know. Should probably toggle the rain so we can get this guy to spawn. Hello, Dale. What you want? What are you talking to me about? The mechanic? What about the mechanic? Anyone see where the Dryad went? Nope. Can't help you there, bud. Actually, I guess I could. I do know where she is, but I don't know if I necessarily want to help him. I don't know what he wants, you know? Okay, we've got one more try here before we have to refarm these dolls. To do it, I'm starting to get just a bit frustrated. I think I'm starting to get a better idea of like the AI behind this fight, though. As weird as that sounds. Because like I was saying, I'm trying to always get like a second of time just to gather my thoughts and kind of reset my hands so I'm not like losing control. You know what I mean? It doesn't really make sense if you don't play games, but gamers, you know what I'm talking about. If you're like doing something really challenging and you don't really get a second to rest your hands, you just kind of lose control of your muscles after a certain point, you know? So I'm trying to do that so that doesn't happen during this fight. I'm trying to like just relax for a second. But again, I don't think this boss really allows for that. I don't know what it is, but something about the timing of the lasers and the different attacks and the fact that I always have to keep running the entire time makes it so you can't do that. You always have to stay on the entire fight. It's weird. So if you really mess up something too badly, then you're done. Like, that's it. You can't really recover. At least that's the way it seems right now. So something like this, where I have to change gravity every time a demon scythe comes out, is huge, because so far it's been working out. I've been dodging most of the demon scythes, and it's been working out in terms of the other attacks too, for the most part. So, you know, freeing up any kind of mental bandwidth, for lack of a better term, is again huge for this fight, because something like that happens and I can't even think to dodge, because where am I gonna go, you know? So that is huge. We are getting a little bit further every time now, I think. That's what it feels like, at least. So I think that is working. We can keep doing that. The granite core seems fine still for the leeches. I do still think we want honeydew on for the life regen. And again, we could switch this out for something else so we get a damage boost. But we would have to get a bunch of mana potions, and we would have to get something that can drink mana potions for us, which I think we do have somewhere. Or we would have to be really good about keeping up on those as the fight continues. Which is a possibility. We could, you know, do that. We could just learn, or I could just learn how to do that. But again, anything that takes up any kind of mental bandwidth in my brain is gonna hurt us. So, oh. Ah! No! Ah! Oh, that's a horrible start to the fight. Jesus Christ. Oh, and now there's gonna be a bunch of demons behind the wall that I can't hit. Alright, let's go. Where are the eyeballs? No eyeballs? Oh, did I just get a blessed run? Are we gonna win because there's no eyeballs? What is this? Are we gonna win? It'll take a while, but we might be able to just do this and win. They might show up during the second phase, to be fair. I don't know. I wonder how that happens. I didn't mean for that to happen. Feels kind of cheap to do that, but I mean, if we can win right now and it counts, I mean, I'm gonna take it. We've been here for a while. I'm gonna take it for sure. I think I also noticed towards the end of the boss fight, I think we got to like what, like 6,000 health, 5,000 health that last attempt. I think I noticed it was actually getting a lot faster. I wasn't slowing down and it was starting to catch up to me. So I think that might be something that we have to worry about at the very end of the fight that I didn't really notice before. Oh, you know what? This might actually take too much time. He might run me to the edge of the world. Should I use the Gale Force, maybe? I think that might do some more damage. Star Cannon. Let me use a Star Cannon. Yeah. That'll do it. I kind of forget that we need to get this done before we get to the edge of the world. Looks like we kind of just got a free win. I'll take it. We are relying on this not taking me to the edge of the world, but we are making good progress. We're almost there, though. So, I don't know. We might be done. Can I, like, slow down a little bit, maybe? I don't think so. I don't think that's how this works. Okay. Oh, alright. Okay, I don't know what happened there. I thought we would win. We should have started using the star cannon a lot sooner, I guess. Kind of an interesting failsafe, though. If the eyes don't spawn, you're just not going to deal enough damage fast enough to kill it. Unless maybe I would have spawned it at the very, very edge of the world, which I wasn't. I kind of want to try that again. I kind of don't really want to fight the guy. If we can pull this off, again, it does feel kind of cheap to do it this way, but to be honest, I don't really know if I care that much. I've been waiting to get into hard mode for a while now. I know you guys have too. So if we can pull this off, honestly, I don't really know if I care that much. But I'm guessing what happened is that there were so many enemies on the screen at one time that the eyeballs didn't have a chance to spawn because there were just too many other enemies, so it didn't count as a spawn. So I'm going to try to do that again. It's still dangerous because of all the enemies, obviously. And even if we get the wall to spawn, we still have to deal with those leftover enemies that could still kill us. So I'm going to try it. I think we can make it work if we spawn the dude. We can put on the granite core on this build. On this ranged build. And then just use the star cannon the entire time. And that maybe should do it. Big maybe, but let's try it. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Okay. Alright. Come on. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Yes. Okay, I think that might be it. Okay, so now we have to focus all of our star cannon damage on the mouth, obviously, and just not get run into the edge of the world. So we're doing, what, about 200 damage per second, a little less than that. If we hit the hungry behind it, then we do a little bit extra. Let's see what this... Let's see... Oh, that might actually be a bit more. About 400, 200, 300, 400. A bit variable, but I guess maybe that is a bit more damage. I don't know. $300 damage with the magic build, obviously. Okay. I like that. I like the archer fish for a second. I was doing okay. I don't know. I just don't know if we're going to get enough damage in to really take this guy out that quickly. Worth a shot. I just don't know if we can pull it off. If we get close enough, we could build up rage. That could do it, maybe. think that might be what we need. Obviously, that's going to make it trickier to dodge. Hard to know if we're in good standing or not. This feels like about where we were last time. Maybe doing a little bit better. Come on, just keep it up. Just keep it up. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Come on. We got it. We got it. We got it. Yes. Oh. Wow. Okay. There it is. Call it cheap. Call it undeserved. I don't care. We figured out an exploit naturally, and we made use of it. So I think, in a way, that's just fine. Because we would have been here for hours, if not. Alright. There it is, guys. We're in hard mode now, so now a lot of stuff in the world has just changed all of a sudden. And we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to catch up with and to do. Alright. Okay. Alright. So these enemies already are starting to drop new items, which they didn't drop before. So that's cool. We're getting Essence of Havoc now, all of a sudden. We get this Wall of Flesh loot. And we got a lot of flavor text just now in the chat. So let me go ahead and read that before I forget. Okay. The sunken sea trembles. So something in the sunken sea has changed. The wall of flesh has been defeated. A star has fallen from the heavens, which I will show off soon, sometime. Your world has been blessed with cobalt and palladium, which are new ores. They are basically equivalent to each other. They function the same way as something like iron and lead would. You know, there's iron and there's lead, and they have the same recipes. Same goes for cobalt and palladium. So we've unlocked the next tier of ore, so we can do stuff with that. And then we also have the ancient spirits of light and dark have been released, which I will also show off soon. Okay, alright. I'm glad to get that out of the way. We've been waiting for this for a while. We're finally here. And we have a lot of loot to sort through now. We have a lot of stuff to go through. Let's go ahead and do that. It'll take us a minute. I think I actually want to keep these magma stones. I can't remember if I need those or not. So the magma stones can go in the jungle. I think those are offense. Melee attacks inflict fire damage. Oh, it's a melee accessory. Oh, maybe we don't need it then. Sorry, bro. Can I, craft something with these? Oh, it's a quiver. Sounds promising. Increases arrow damage by 7 and greatly increases arrow speed. 20% chance not to consume arrows. Lights wooden arrows on fire, and all arrows inflict hellfire. Oh yeah, we could definitely use that. Yeah, I'll keep one of them around then. We have this new material, which we will take to the guide. And then we have our wall of flesh loot. Okay. 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 Our shadow key, we can put that away. And now I think now we don't really have to sacrifice the guide anymore if we want to refarm the wall. We do have to farm these guide dolls every time because we still need to consume these voodoo dolls, but we don't need to actually sacrifice the guide every time we use one. So that's pretty nice. Anyways, what do we have? We have a Crimson Key, we have Essence of Havoc, we have the Underworld lore bit and the Wall of Flesh lore bit. We have... This looks like a pet, so we have a new pet. We have a Wall of Flesh relic. Again, we're going to have to build a relic room, and we might as well start that ASAP, now that we're in hard mode. And we have our loot bag. So let's read our lore, see what that says. The Underworld. The hellish reputation the Underworld gets is a rather recent development. The layers of ash choking the formerly great cities is still warm. Okay. The more domineering of gods wished for me to champion their causes, asking to rule their society from here. Where is here? I don't know where this person is speaking from. Yet despite being surrounded by magma, as if you're simply burned when their wishes were not met. Ah, okay. Such is the unfortunate price of war, though I have no regrets fighting for my people. Oh, I see. So those gods on high had some kind of ultimatum for this person writing the lore bits, and they said, oh, if you work for us, we won't destroy Azifur, but this person refused, apparently, and ended up destroying or causing the destruction of Azifur, partly. Interesting. Then the Wall of Flesh says, to contain the essence of a slain god is no small thing. It is rather a towering, ghastly construct. The wall was lashed together with foul sinew and fouler magics, forming a rudimentary prison of flesh. It served its purpose, halting the diffusion of undue divine influence. Okay, were it not for this alchemical breakthrough, the very world I fought for may have been lost in the carnage I wrought. My methods have since evolved. I need not contain such essences when they can be devoured. May you channel my valor in combating the resulting outpour of energies. Okay. Interesting. So there's that. Let's go put those away. We do have a new pet as well, another new pet, a second pet. I didn't notice, but we got this slice of hell cake, which summons a little imp, I think. Yeah. So we have a choice between an imp and this little Pokemon-looking dude. It almost looks like a Milotic almost, or like a Lapras, kind of. Not really, but kind of.